Hey class, welcome back. Welcome to week 6 of Intro Psychology. I hope you guys had a wonderful 4th of July weekend, all that good stuff. Hopefully you got to spend some time with family and loved ones, got to see some fireworks. I went to a cool fireworks show in Oklahoma City over at Wheeler Park. It was pretty cool. You could see all the fireworks downtown and at the boathouse and all that. It was kind of right smack in the middle, and that was pretty cool. So anyways, we're right back at it this week for week 6. We got a lot going on. Today, Monday, the 10th, your second response paper is due today. I think some of you have already turned those in, and I've already started to read those as they come in. Those are due by 11:59 p.m. tonight on Dropbox, so make sure you are aware of that. Make sure you watch the TED Talk, and maybe you've already started to develop your thoughts. And it's only a one-page assignment, so hopefully if you haven't done so, that's something that you can get done today and turned in. Otherwise, it is 40% off for being late if I get it after tonight. So I will be grading those throughout the week, so hopefully those of you, if you turned yours in, I've already got yours graded, but I haven't posted those grades yet, but I'll hopefully have all the grades posted by, no later than like Friday. So heads up for that. This week we're also covering 2 of my favorite chapters in the entire course, chapter 11, which is on social psychology, which is sort of the blend. It's where psychology and sociology sort of cross paths. And so throughout this course so far, we've kind of been looking at just the individual. We've been focusing on individuals and how individuals think and how individuals behave and things of that nature. Now we're getting into how individuals are affected by others, how, larger groups of other people influence our behavior and influence our thinking. We'll be looking at social dynamics of families, of close relationships, romantic relationships, also big, larger groups like societies, much bigger organizations of people, and how they influence our behavior and how they influence the way we think. We'll also be looking at 3 of the most infamous experiments in psychology: Milgram's obedience study, Solomon Asch's study of conformity, and the Stanford prison experiment, Zimbardo's Stanford prison experiment. I think you might have some familiarity with some of those, maybe all 3. If you've taken sociology, you've probably heard of all 3. I know that the Stanford prison experiment is pretty big in pop culture, so maybe you've heard about it, seen movies or documentaries or things like that. So that's chapter 11. Chapter 12, we are going to be looking at psychological disorders. Sometimes this chapter you might hear it referred to as abnormal psychology or psychopathology or mental disorders. Those terms are kind of all used interchangeably. And this chapter is a big chapter for a lot of people because I think for some of you, maybe this is what initially draws you to psychology. The study of mental illness, the study of abnormal behavior is what really kind of draws you in. The numbers reflect, that all of us probably have experienced or know someone who's experienced some type of mental disorder, or we have or we will at some point in our lifetime. So I think it's something that we all, it probably touches home to a lot of people in this course. So in this chapter, we're going to be looking at a lot of the different categories of disorders, like mood disorders, anxiety disorders, personality. We'll be looking at, schizophrenia. We'll also be looking at the DSM, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual, number 5, the book, the large document that's used to diagnose, mostly for insurance purposes, the different psychological disorders. So, and chapter 12 is kind of part 1 of 2 parts. And chapter 13, which we read next week, is all about the treatment of these disorders. So kind of keep that in mind as you're reading, chapter 12. It's sort of like the first part of the next. So anyways, read chapters 11 and 12 this week. We do have a discussion. I've already posted that for you that's focused on chapter 11, social psychology. That is up and active. I want you guys to go ahead and create your own initial post and respond to 2 of your peers' posts by Friday at 11:59 p.m. And last but not least, just be aware that Exam 3 is now up and active. Exam 3 covers chapters 9 through 12, very identical format to the previous exams, multiple choice, 50 multiple choice questions. There is no time limit, or anything like that. So just, take it Don't worry about being in a rush when you're taking the exam, but just know that it is open until next Monday, which is the 17th, until 11:59 p.m. So you have a little more than a week to take that exam. You have a week to cover the material, review, maybe ask some questions if you have them, and then take the exam. So just be aware that it's open now and it'll be open until next Monday. Feel free to ask questions via email. Feel free to post them on the discussion board wherever you like, but don't hesitate to ask any questions if you have them. So with that said, I'm going to leave you guys be. Just know that response paper 2 is due today. If you haven't turned it in, read chapters 11 and 12. Make sure you post and respond to 2 posts by Friday, and then exam 3 is open till next Monday. So that's week 6. If you have any questions or any concerns, please feel free to email me or post on the discussion board. I'll be happy to answer those as soon as possible. It's great to be back in the city. Great to be back with you guys. Again, I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July, and I look forward to reading your discussions this week. And I'll see you guys again next week. All right, take care. Bye.